What's going on, everybody? Didi here, and in this video, we're going to be covering if statements in Haxe. If statements are used as a tool for basic decision making. If a certain condition is satisfied, the if statement executes a block of code. And if it's not, we can use the else and the else if statements to execute a different block of code. Before we start learning about if statements, let's first learn about some relational operators. Relational operators are symbols used to compare two values. You can see a list of all the relational operators you can use along with their meaning on the screen right now. Let's look at them one by one. Firstly, we have the greater than operator, which is used to check if the value on the left is bigger than the value on the right. The less than operator, which is used to check if the value on the left is smaller than the value on the right. The greater than or equal to operator, which is used to check if the value on the left is bigger than or exactly equal to the one on the right. The less than or equal to operator, which is used to check if the value on the left is smaller than or exactly equal to the one on the right. The equal to operator, which is used to check if two values are identical. We have to use two equal signs here because we're comparing the two values. A double equal sign is used for comparison, meanwhile a single equal sign is used for assignment, like how we've been assigning values to variables on the previous videos. Lastly, there's the not equal to operator, which checks if two values are different. Now that we've learned about the relational operators that we're going to be using on our if statements, let's try and create a program to ask for the user's code and then print an output using a couple of if, else, and else if statements. Enter your score. Now let's create a variable called score. Now let's create our if statement. If followed by a set of parentheses followed by a set of curly braces. And inside of this set of parentheses, you have to mention your condition, like score is greater than or equal to 50. And inside of this set of curly braces, we have to write the code to print our result, which would be print line, congrats, you passed. Now if we save and build the program and enter 60, it prints congrats you passed. But if I try entering something like 40, the program just ends without printing a result. So in this case, we want to print a different output. We can do this using the else statement. Else space a set of curly braces, and then we're going to print sorry you failed. Save, build the program, and enter 40. Sorry you failed. Now, what if you wanted to congratulate those who scored above 90? You can do this with the else if statement. Let's add an else if statement between the if and the else statements. Else space if, set of parentheses, score is greater than or equal to 90, and a set of curly braces. And then let's print congrats, you scored above 90. Now if you save the project again and enter something like 95, the program just prints congrats you passed instead of the intended result. This is because since the pass value, which is 50, is smaller than 90, the code just checked the if statement, and when it was satisfied, it just skipped the rest of the chain. We can fix this by swapping the if and the else if conditions and then swapping the results. If you save with the project again and enter 60, congrats you passed. And if I enter 95, congrats you scored about 90. So the order of the if and the else if statements is important. Lastly, what if you wanted to congratulate those who barely passed but also tell them to do better? To do this, let's add another else if statement, else if score is equal to 50, and then print congrats, you passed but do better. Save, write the program, and if I enter 50, congrats, you passed but do better. So, that was if statements in Haxe. See you all on the next video, and until then, adios.